Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. Here we go again. Hey, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you are watching Open. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Coming up on today's show, we're here from a young photographer and videographer who shares her passion of creativity and joy in the media and what she has in store for the upcoming future. Then we'll speak to a singer-songwriter from Dubai, all the way out there, who has been making waves in the music industry over the last few years. And then we'll learn about everything she's working on in 2023. After that, we'll check in with an executive board member of Local 100 to learn about Amazon's labor union movement. And finally, we'll hear from a young lady who has made history as the first African-American woman to compete in the Miss Intercontinental USA 2023 stage. So sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. Here we go. We're wide open. Yeah, hey everybody, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you're watching Open, that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set, just like that. Whoop, whoop. So stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guest is a young creative photographer and videographer whose devotion is to bring joy and creativity through her storytelling in the media. So please welcome to the show, Ziamara. She's in the house. So how did you get involved in this love, this passion for photography and videography?
So I like to look at myself as a multifaceted creative individual.
Yeah.
So ever since I was younger, I always loved taking pictures. Like, it's not even a question. I've always been that friend that's been finessing everybody's pictures. They look at me to take everything. So it started from there. But last year, I got more involved with it, especially with film photography. Just all forms of photography. My grandfather, he passed down a lot of his cameras to me, so that's how I really got started.
Old school cameras?
Yeah, some old school cameras, a bunch of cool stuff. So that's how I got started with that. Because
you even had a Polaroid camera?
Yes.
You did?
Yes, I started out with the little Polaroid, the Instax Mini, one everybody has. That was one of my first cameras. Got it for Christmas, and then from there, years on later, my grandpa was like, you could take some of my cameras. So I got a Canon E70.
The 35 millimeter and all
Yeah, so I have, he gave me my first digital camera, and all of my film cameras are mostly passed down from my grandfather.
Yeah, I did a wedding last night, and this guy broke out a camera from the old days when you see in those movies where you had to wind stuff up. I mean, he had film in there.
Really?
I said, well, why are you using this? He says, I just want to take it back. I like this old school.
Yeah.
So he was doing this thing like that.
I love the old school cameras too. My grandfather, he has one of the old school, it looks like one of the first cameras that were ever created. It looks like an accordion.
Yeah.
That type of camera.
You had to put your head in there with it.
Yeah, it's one of those type of cameras. So yeah, he's always taking photos. Never professionally, but for, family, and just, he was always seen with a camera in his hand. So I like to think that it was passed down from him to me.
Yeah. So that's where the passion came from. So how'd you get involved in the storytelling with the pictures? And
so it's just a matter, for the storytelling for me, it's just a matter of what's going on in that moment. Sometimes I'll take photos just walking around or whatever, or I'll have my camcorder on with me. So if I'm in the city, I'll just start recording stuff. And when I edit, I like to have music that matches whatever's going on in the video. So honestly, it's just whatever's going on in that moment. Sometimes I'll plan a shoot and go based around it.
What's that right there?
That's my friend Bree. We did a 70s themed photo shoot at Peachy Keen.
Hey, Bree.
She ate that up. That's one of my favorite photo shoots. She did such an amazing job. It was so fun working with her.
You take nice pictures.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not, It's only been like a year I've been doing this professionally, but
Oh, yeah?
I know a little thing
They're
or
gonna be
two.
reaching out to you.
Yeah, hopefully, you
Yeah.
can email me at the Z Collective, TheeZXI Collective at gmail.com.
Oh, we're gonna put all that up there
Yeah.
too. We're gonna let people know. So what's next for you? What do you want to do with this?
So I'm actually working on a magazine.
Mhm.
It's called the Z Collective. And within that, I have a bunch of just creative, fashionable people just participating, showcasing their style and just their personality through these photos.
Yeah.
So that's in the works. It's a process. It's not an easy process. And
Yeah.
with anything comes trial and error. So it's a matter of, workshopping it all. But I'm very excited. I have a graphic designer on my team. I have people helping me. So it's going to be really, really nice. I'm really excited.
Well, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Of course.
I heard somebody do that. That was one of the quotes that I did on the radio.
That's a good quote, though.
I forgot who said that, though. Like Walt Disney? I don't know.
Probably
know. Disney. Which of your favorite photos or photo shoots stood out in your mind, like as one of the best?
So this photo shoot is when I shot Jules Smith in California. That was one of my that was my first biggest photo shoot. And it was.
Were you nervous?
I was really nervous, but it was for the matter of who he was and who his family is. But he was really, really sweet. His whole family was sweet. But in that moment when I worked with him, it more so taught me girl, you could do anything. You could do whatever you want. The sky is the limit. You could get.
So he made you feel relaxed.
Yeah, he made me feel relaxed. Very welcoming. I have nothing negative to say. His friends and family were amazing people. I had such a great time working with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shoot, that really taught me, girl, you could do whatever you want. Yeah. Don't stop. So that one stands out to me the most.
Any photo shoots coming up, or you just want to concentrate more on that magazine that you get ready to do?
I'm working on photo shoots. I'm doing some videography stuff too on the side. I also do work a 9 to 5, as a creative individual. We do have to sustain life. I haven't gotten to the point yet of just being able to do my photography and videography. I would like to be able to get to that point, but not there just yet.
So how do you handle the shuffle and the hustle?
Just kind of do it all at once. Kind of just go to work, and if I have that energy, then after work, I'll, tap into my creativity.
Where do you work, if you don't mind me asking?
I work at a debt resolution law firm. I'm a very hard worker. I do love my job. I have an amazing job, amazing, co-workers, bosses. So I can't complain at all. It's not like I'm working a 9 to 5 and I'm miserable. So.
But that's a good thing. I mean, you have photography, but you'll have the law behind you. You know how to work this thing.
Got some attorneys on my side.
Yeah. So if anything happens, you say, can you just check this for me?
No, yeah. So it is a very rewarding job. I manage a team there, so we're the ones invalidating people's debts, getting the creditors and the debt collectors really mad, clearing these off of people's credit reports. But it's cool. It's cool.
What advice would you give to others looking to get into photography or into this entertainment business?
Just keep doing it. Don't let other people's opinions stop you from wanting to pursue whatever it is in the creative industry, especially in the regards of support. When you feel like people aren't just supporting you and they're just watching you, it can get very discouraging to want to keep putting out work. But I think especially as I don't want to say a rookie, but as somebody just starting out, you need to push out as much work as possible. And I think especially when you're first starting out, that's when you have the most ideas.
Basically, you just have to get your grind on.
Yes,
you were giving some advice.
Keep going. Just keep going.
You were giving some advice
to
people
don't let
people
discourage you. Don't let people just watching you and not liking your photos stop you. I've had people, I sent them a contract and they're like, oh, she's serious. I don't want to work with her now.
Oh, what?
Especially first starting out, because people will try and take advantage of you. People will try and get the better end of the stick. So you just got to keep going. Don't stop, because if you stop midway through, you're not going to know your potential and where you can
So
go.
don't be intimidated with anything out there.
No.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you no, 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 no.
Yeah.
But there's going to be that yes, 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 yes too.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see some flow, some money flowing.
Exactly.
Yeah, some money going too. Because you're going to spend money on equipment and all that stuff.
It's give and take.
Yeah.
So nothing's really promised. You have to, you literally just have to keep going.
Somebody did your hair. It looks good.
Somebody did my hair. Yes, I went.
Give them a shout out.
I went to, where did I go? Goodyear Braiding. It's in, where is it? It's in 125th Street in Harlem. So Tata did my hair.
Tata, big up to Tata.
Yep.
You want to give some people shout outs that helped you along, helps you get where you need to go. But some people, family members that you want to give a shout out to?
I honestly want to give a shout out to my friend Z. He's a fellow photographer. We actually worked on a shoot together with our friend Bree for her birthday. He is an amazing photographer. He gives me such great advice in regards to everything. He's been doing this for a minute, so I really look up to him just as a person and as a photographer as well. And my friend Seven, honestly, I need to give him a nice little shout out because he is like a ride or die. We are so close. He was one of the first people that knew I was working with Jules, and he kept his mouth shut. He did not spoil anything for me. I really do appreciate him because just within everything, sometimes life gets in the way, and it's just nice to have that person there in your life that is able to, lift you up when you do need it and motivate you when nobody else is around to do so.
Social media, where do we go? How do we follow you?
You can follow me. I have a website. It's ztookit.com. So xitookit.com. I got an email. You can email me at the Z Collective, 2 E's and the. My Instagram, I have Z Took It and the Z Collective. It's just THE Z Collective. Then my personal Instagram, which is it's Ziomara, but it's an L instead of an I because it was taken. So it's a little confusing. Maybe you guys can put it up on the screen somewhere, but that's where you guys can find me.
We'll lay it up there for you, right?
Thank you.
All right. The Collective in the house.
The
Ziomara, give her a big round of applause, everybody in the studio, everybody at home. Thank you. Photographer and videographer extraordinaire.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. All right. We'll take a quick break right here, but we'll wait. I've got more coming up next right here on Open.
Somehow I lost all those years. Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here. Or how did I get here?
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We all know what it's like to feel alone. But it just takes one new connection. Want to get out of here? To empower many.
This is unbelievable.
It doesn't take a superhero to bring forces together. We all have the power to reach out.
Let's go!
And help someone feel like they belong.
Pretty cool, huh?
We are stronger together.
Kids! I don't want to talk about it.
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 Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency.
Kids, you all right?
This family's prepared. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan. Go to nyc.gov/readyny or call 311 for more information.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Our next guest is a pop singer, songwriter, and content creator from Dubai. She joins us to speak about how she broke through into the music and entertainment business and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Yaz. Yaz, welcome.
Hi, Dr. Bob. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Listen, are you in Dubai right now?
I am not. I'm currently in LA.
Oh, okay. Now, are you
Yeah.
from Dubai or LA?
Neither, actually. I was born in Australia.
All right.
Yeah. But I grew up basically in Dubai. I've been there for the past 15 years.
Oh, are your parents in the military?
No, actually, it's whenever someone asks me where I'm from, like I never really know what to say. My dad is Moroccan and my mom is from Slovakia.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like from like all over the place, born in Australia, grew up in
Yeah.
Dubai.
It's
Yeah.
okay. You have a lot of us out there that are like that, but it's a beautiful thing
Yeah.
because we can relate to so many different people, so many different cultures.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cultures, exactly.
So you're into the music business, huh?
Yes, very much so.
Uh-huh. Tell us about how your culture and family roots influenced you with your music, and at what age did you start it all?
Yeah, so as I said, I was born in Australia and I started dancing when I was 3 years old. So I've always loved entertaining and performing. Like it's always been a part of me. And when I was around like 14, 15, I naturally transitioned and started to like explore the music world. And when I was 16, I took my first trip to LA with my mom, and we stayed here for like 3 months. And it was a very eye-opening trip and very like transformative. I was taking vocal lessons, working with different producers, taking dance lessons, just networking with people in the industry.
Yeah.
When I came back home to Dubai, I was like, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. And I transitioned to online high school. Yeah, I just started basically taking it very seriously from then, dedicating everything to music and just really focusing. And that's kind of how it all started for me.
What genres of music and who are some of your biggest influencers?
I would say like I'm a pop artist. I love pop music. But obviously like I do take inspiration from different genres. One of my biggest inspirations is Ariana Grande. She has such a phenomenal voice and I really look up to her for that. But I also do love Beyonce just because Beyonce, she's the full package. She can perform, she can dance, she can sing. She can do everything to such a high level. And she's so hardworking, which is something that I also like take pride in myself. I love hard work and to fully dedicate myself to this. So she's definitely someone I look up to.
And so you want to follow that with the full spectrum on stage presence, the dance and the singing?
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why actually when I was like 16, I started taking lessons, dance lessons in heels, because being on stage, usually women, they wear heels, and yeah, just kind of like have the full package and do it all.
Yeah. Now, is it tougher with heels? Because I know in dance studios they have flats so they can do all these different moves. But the
You know
practice
what?
in heels,
Yes, I mean, obviously, like at first it was very hard. I couldn't even walk in heels, and I started to dance in heels.
yeah.
So it was very difficult.
Yeah.
It was difficult, but at this point, I honestly love
Uh-huh.
dancing in heels so much. I actually prefer it to dancing in sneakers.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. There you go. All right. These boots are made for walking, and
yeah,
that's just what they'll do. But wait, more. They dance too.
exactly. You dance too. Yeah.
We're gonna dance all over you. Doom, 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 doom. So, are you performing anywhere?
I recently started performing here and there in Dubai. Whenever someone asks me for on TV or for an event, in Dubai we have so many events, like brand events and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's fun to perform there. But yeah, I'm slowly trying to make my way transition to the US. I've been coming here basically, as I said, every year since I was 16 for like 3 months. And I would love to start, branching out here and performing here, hopefully one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And we have to get out there to Dubai also. Everybody talks
Yes,
about Dubai and how wonderful it is. What is it, about
yeah,
120 degrees out there right about now?
pretty much. And it's so humid and just so unbearable. So when I come here, I'm so happy, even
Yeah.
though everyone around me is complaining. They're like, it's so hot. And I'm like,
Yeah, say,
really?
no, this is cool to us, right? You guys are cool out here in New York, in the US.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. So, yeah, we would love to see you out here in the US performing.
Thank
Listen,
you.
we have a music video that we would like to get into. It's called All Night Long. You want to bring it in?
Yes.
Why don't you introduce it for us?
Okay, so this is my latest single along with the music video, All Night Long. In my opinion, it's like a perfect summer song. It's just all good vibes. It makes you want to dance, and it's one of my favorites. So yeah, here's All Night Long.
I feel the lights on my body and it feels like fire. Tonight is the night that I move my body just the way it's made to. I rock it back and forth. The tempo is the only beat I hear inside my heart. My hips go side to side and I can't hold myself back. No, I never felt so alive. I just wanna dance, all my cares away. I don't need nothing else, no I don't. I just wanna dance, don't care what they say. I'll keep dancing here all day long, all night long. All night long. Can't hold back. I'm losing control over my body. Just like that, I'm so high. I'm gonna go, yeah, wherever it takes me. I rock it back and forth. The tempo is the only beat I hear inside my heart. My hips go side to side.
Woo! All night long by Yaz.
Yeah.
Everybody in the studio over here is glued to the screen. They're like,
Oh really? Oh okay.
yeah,
I
swing the
was
cameras around and just show everybody over here. No, you don't do it. And I'm sure everybody at home is enjoying it also. But listen, thank you for putting out this great video, and thank you for all the music that you do. And those dances are like, woo! All right. You have a videographer? No, well, you have people who a choreographer, or you did it yourself?
I did it myself. That's like another thing. I love to do everything myself. I mean, I started choreographing like when I was, I don't know, 18. And it's another thing that I love to do, you know. So whenever I'm shooting a music video, I choreograph the dance and kind of like direct the videographer. This is what I want to do here and that. And yeah, basically
Wow.
everything, styling, hair, makeup. The only thing that I cannot physically do is obviously, you know, film at the same time. But other than that, yeah.
Listen, a little secret. What keeps you stable inside of those boots? Because you know Prince and everybody wore heels. How do you? Because a lot of people have a rough time dancing on heels.
Right.
Do you have something inside of the boot like that holds the ankle?
No, I don't actually. I don't. For me, it's just been a lot of training, taking 2, 3 classes every day, in dance, you know, being strong in my
Yeah.
body, holding my core. That's kind of my secret. Just a lot of work.
All right, that's one secret. What other advice would you give to people who are looking to get into the physicality and the vocal experience that you have right about now?
Yeah, the advice I would give is obviously, I mean, everybody says, you know, don't give up, like keep going, follow your dreams. But for me, something that I really believe in is working for it, keep learning, keep growing. Like as artists, you can always keep evolving, keep learning. There are always new trends, something, you know, new is happening and for you to learn. So just keep working hard, keep focused. I feel like, especially in this industry, so many people can kind of lose focus. There's so many distractions and lose their way. So just stay focused. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. It's because you love it. Well, especially for me, like I cannot imagine doing anything else. I love it so much. So remember why you're doing it. Stay focused, work hard, and as well, like it does get hard, especially when you know you're trying to do this and you see that people around you are not supporting you, and it does get very discouraging. But again, like you just need to keep going, keep at it, and believe, especially believe that one day it will happen for you. And that's what I'm trying to do.
You have to stay dedicated and put the work in. You got to put the work in.
Exactly. Put the work in. So many people, I feel like they have this dream and they kind of don't know what to do. And they're just like wishing for it to happen one day, you know? But no, you really do have to put in the work. And yeah, it will happen. Believing is a huge thing as well. So
Good stuff in, good stuff out. Yes, pop artist, singer, songwriter. We thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Bob, for having me.
And come back again. And can't wait to see you in New York.
I'm in New York in a couple of weeks. So
Oh,
I'm very
good.
excited.
All right.
My first time. I'm so excited.
Can't wait to see you. All right. Have a
Thank
safe
you.
trip in. All right. We'll
Thank
take a
you.
quick break right here. I've got a whole lot more. Keep it right here. We've got you open.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
And welcome back. Our next guest is a senior advisor of Amazon's labor union and a member of local TWU 100. And she joins us to shed some light on how the union movement got started. So we welcome to the show Evangeline Baez. Evangeline, welcome to the show.
How are you? I'm doing well.
Good, good, good. So you moving around, making some noise, huh? Doing some things.
Yes, I am.
So tell us about, well, of course, you're one of the leading advocates on women's issues. Is that with the union? Because you're the senior advisor of the Amazon's labor union, right?
Yes. So I started an organization called Women Uplifting Women, which is a sisterhood of working women, because all women, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you are a working woman.
Uh-huh.
And so in the labor movement, women, although we have been working forever, a lot of time our voices are marginalized and we're not heard, right? We're marginalized and our voices are not heard. And so what Women Uplifting Women does is give women a voice to be able to voice their concerns and to learn how to advocate for themselves in the workplace.
That's good. So you're advocating for women, not only at Amazon, but in the workplace.
Yeah. So at Amazon, it's totally different. So I am also an organizer. I'm an activist and organizer. And I met Chris Smalls during the pandemic when he walked out of Amazon.
Yeah.
And because Amazon Labor Union has decided to stay independent, to keep their independence and not to affiliate with any of the bigger unions, which is like the AFL-CIO, SCIU, and Teamsters.
There he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So because they've decided to stay independent, I work to help them implement the union, the institutional structure of the union, and set up the union so that they can remain independent.
Yeah, because his brother, he was having some trouble, and then they fired him, and then he circled back and said, you know what, we got to put some things together. We got to have people moving together to make this thing happen for everybody at Amazon.
Right. So President Smalls is doing a wonderful job. Him and Michelle Valentin-Nieves, actually their whole leadership team is amazing. What they're doing with minimal resources to fight back against Amazon's inhumane work environment and to ensure that this union is able to get to its first contract is something that has not been seen in the last 50 years.
And your major role is what? What part do you play?
So my major role is the implementation and the structure of the union, right? So that's putting in and training all of the senior officers, the shop steward training programs, all of the educational services, making sure that the operations are going. So I basically ensure that the union is in place. So my role is to help advise them on how a union is supposed to operate and make sure all the services are up and running as they prepare for their contract fight.
Yeah. Are there still demands that are not being met yet that we're still working on?
Yes. So the National Labor Relations Board has just issued a complaint against Amazon. And in September, they will be having a hearing to force Amazon to bargain with the Amazon Labor Union. They're refusing to come to the bargaining table. So that's one of the issues that they're having, is that Jassy and Bezos are still refusing to recognize the union and bargain with the union. However, Amazon Labor Union has been able to put in a lot of services for the union, even though Amazon is refusing to recognize the union. They have a workers' compensation program that's in place. They have shop steward training. They also have a Know Your Rights program, to where members know how to safeguard their job and to ask for union representation. So the basic structures of the union are all in place. Now we just need to get to bargaining.
And we just held up a poster right there. What JFK 8? Explain what that's about.
So JFK 8 is the code for the fulfillment center. So it's on Staten Island, and that fulfillment center is coded as JFK 8. Yeah. So if you want to know what fulfillment center that you're talking about, you just give those acronyms, JFK 8, and it'll let them know, where you're working out of.
And it incorporates a number of different things that you should know about upon joining a union.
Say that again?
Can we show that? Put that JFK 8 up again one more time, because it has a number of things. You got the cash,
that's talking
death
about
benefits.
Workers' compensation.
Yeah,
correct. So these are all of the things that come under workers' compensation. So the cash payment basically is your compensation. What happens to you if you happen to pass away? Medical treatment, physical therapy, chiropractic treatment, prescriptions. This is all of what you're entitled to if you're injured while in the performance of your job duties. Currently, JFK 8 uses Sedgwick, which is insurance. However, it's not workers' compensation, meaning in order to be able to be compensated for your injuries, you have to file a workers' compensation claim with the state.
Yeah.
So Sedgwick is okay until you get your workers' compensation, and then comp kicks in, and it basically gives you your full payout of your workers' compensation benefits.
Oh, beautiful. What other improvements would the labor union like to see made at this time?
Well, right now, we're in federal court. But one of the things that we want to see improved is we would like to see more solidarity from the bigger unions, the AFL, Teamsters, SEIU, to be more supportive of Amazon Labor Union. Even though we have chosen to not affiliate, we still are a part of the labor movement, and we should be recognized as such. We're coming up on the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. And one of the things that was what led people like myself to even be a train operator, bus operators, firefighters, and police officers all have access to these federal and state jobs. They all came from the advancement that were won during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, which spawned the entryway for African Americans and other marginalized groups to be able to have work in the United States.
Yeah.
And we are at a precipice right now where everything in labor is being undone. If you're watching what's happening right now with Teamsters, and they said they just won a $49 wage increase for their workers. However, there was some major givebacks, which the workers are crying foul about. And these are some of the things that need to be discussed, because these are the same things that we saw during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom.
Yeah, that was UPS. The drivers are getting $49 an hour, I think, full-time, and then part-time is getting like $21 an hour. But there's some major disputes that are still there.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we believe, and President Smalls believe, and everybody else who are actual workers, is that Teamsters has the ability to strike, and they should have struck. They have a strike fund. And in order for them, there should be no givebacks as far as pensions and things of that nature. Everything that the workers already have should advance. They shouldn't be set back in any way, shape, or form in order to get a higher wage increase. So we have some of our own issues inside the labor movement, which is why Amazon Labor Union being independent and a worker-led union is so critical.
Yeah, there's NAACP has their big convention up there in Boston. SAG-AFTRA is up there. And of course, SAG-AFTRA, they have the writers and actors strike going on. So you're absolutely right.
Yes.
There's a total breakdown of, or trying to break down a lot of the unions and what it stands for.
Mm-hmm.
But, solidarity is key. And they're up there, they're talking about it.
Yeah, unions are very vital. We just have to make sure that we're in solidarity. even if we stand on different sides of our beliefs, because we are labor, we should all be working together to ensure a fair contract and supporting in any way we can possibly.
What actions have been taken thus far, if any petitions out trying to rectify a lot of the things that Amazon needs for its workers?
Yeah, so again, we have a lot of unfair labor practices filed with the NLRB. All of those hearings, or not all, but the majority of those hearings are coming up in September. So Amazon will be answering for union busting, violation of people's Weingarten rights, access issues to the facility to stop people from organizing. So all of those are going to be rectified and resolved come September. So Amazon labor union is also reversing decades of bad labor law, right? And with the work that they're doing right now, a lot of the bad labor law that are on the books are being reversed. So they have a lot of wins and victories that are taking place.
Exercise your right to vote. See you at the ballot box. You know, I mean, it's important. Any elected officials getting involved or backing anything from city council or, you know?
Yes, we have Jessica Ramos, Chantel Jackson, Ms. Joyner, Assemblywoman Joyner, Assemblywoman Jackson. They're out of the Bronx. I think I mentioned Jessica Ramos, but there's a host of elected officials that support the Amazon labor union, and we're building out our political team as we speak.
Angeline, where can we go for more information on what you're doing? You have a website or social media we should follow?
Yes, you can go to AmazonLaborUnion.org. We're switching our platform to ALU.network, but that's still being worked out. But in the meantime, we're still at AmazonLaborUnion.org.
Yeah. Say hello to some of the people that are helping you get some of the things that you need with Amazon and some of the things that you are doing and helping other people.
Mm-hmm.
Want to shout them
out? So right now, we don't have a lot of support, but we will shout out Action Network, which has donated their platform to us to help us be able to organize the nation. And so it's very important that we do support those who support us. And Action Network has been a huge support of ours. Also, Strategy and Hustle. They've helped us with our public support campaign, and they meet with us monthly. Our Caden Financial with Rashawn Cummings, Dame Luthers, who does all of our technical and IT support. So we have a bunch of people who are doing a lot of work for us.
And that's the National Action Network, Al Sharpton's National Action Network?
Oh, yes, and Al Sharpton's National Action Network. We are doing a lot of work with them. They have been amazing. Everything has taken off since we connected with the National Action Network. We would be nowhere right now without the National Action Network.
And he's going to lead that major march on Washington. It's coming up. We've got some commercials on the radio in LA. But listen, thank you so much for all that you do. Hit me with that website one more time.
Amazon Labor, www.amazonlaborunion.org.
Thank you so much. Angeline
and
Byers.
Shout out to Russell Cheek.
Say it again.
You. I said, I just want to say thank you so much to Russell Cheek. Yes.
Well, thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for rolling up your sleeves and then taking care of business for people in our community. We appreciate you.
Thank you, and I appreciate you too.
All right. Angeline Byers, board member, executive board for Local 100 and the Amazon Labor Union Movement. Yes, yes, yes. Solidarity. Boom. We'll take a break. I've got more coming up next right here on Open.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Can you see anything different as a pill?
No.
You don't know?
Fentanyl is being mixed into everything now. There's only one thing that will save somebody's life. That is naloxone nasal spray.
Fentanyl, it's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
Really just all about the money.
I just didn't realize that one pill could change your whole life.
More kids should know.
I'll see ya.
After a basketball game, a black teenage boy, Brandon, reads his texts in his family group chat. Auntie Flo, congrats on the big win. Mom, that's my baby. Brandon replies, thanks y'all. In a park, his sister Maya texts, where are we celebrating? Dad replies, home. Mom texts, I got dinner going. Auntie Flo replies, ooh, I can't wait. Then receives a FEMA flood watch text alert. She texts the family, anyone see that weather alert? We need a plan to stay safe, especially after last year. Ready has a list of resources at ready.gov/plan. In his workshop, Dad sends a photo of emergency supplies and texts, looks like we need flashlights and batteries. Leaving a store with a shopping bag, Brandon replies, I got us covered. Mom texts, I'll check in with Grandma and Papa. Maya texts, thanks Auntie, feeling good about this plan.
Got some batteries.
Auntie Flo replies, love y'all, we gotta stay safe. Later, the family
Feel like he gets on.
Stay connected. Time for ready.gov/plan.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
And welcome back. Yeah. Hey, our last guest is a marketing coordinator and sales with NBC Universal's Peacock, and she joins us to speak about making history as the first African-American woman to compete in the Miss Continental USA 2023 pageant. So please welcome to the show, Amber Corbett. Amber, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Amber, you're doing some great things. I hear that you are a native New Yorker.
Yes, I am. Proud about it.
Yeah. And you're a driven marketing professional with a passion for entertainment and advocating for representation in media. Talk about that a little bit.
Of course. So growing up, I was one of those kids that I came home from school and I was watching Full House at 3 o'clock, eating my afternoon snack, and throughout the day, I just keep on watching TV. Of course, making time for my homework as well as a little kid, but TV and media have always been extremely important to me. Then once I entered in pageantry and around the age of 16, I was really starting to see a trend of people that looked like me weren't really in the stories that I was watching and enjoying. So I made it my mission that I was going to enter the entertainment industry and find a way to make space for people that look like me, not only in front of the camera, but also behind it. And since I graduated last year, cum laude from Pace University with a degree in marketing, I then started my career in the entertainment industry. And after that, I started my own initiative called She's Represented, which really champions women of color behind the camera and in front of the camera in media.
And you're making history as the first African-American woman to be a participant in the Miss Intercontinental competition.
So I'm actually actually not the first participant. I am the first winner of Miss Intercontinental USA in over 51 years. And I think it's important to really make that distinction because I don't want to erase the stories of the African American women who have competed before me. But I am happy to be that change maker and that innovator to be able to represent and show that girls who want to compete in pageants and want to get involved with this Intercontinental USA, that if you look like me, you have space here.
Yeah. And how does that feel to be a major part of something special like this in your life?
It's honestly just jaw-dropping, and it took my breath away when I won. Not only because I have really spent my entire life and my young adulthood championing women of color in media and more representation, but also because my grandparents are from a really, really small town in Alabama where they couldn't go to the doctor on certain days of the week. My great-grandparents had to run through the woods in order to be able to register to vote. So being able to get that representation and break a new glass ceiling is great. And I'm going to use my year as Miss Intercontinental USA to reach out to my community across the nation in order to build more representation and more space for us.
And you're making waves in the corporate world too with the She's Represented initiative. Talk about that, girl.
Yes, of course. So I am extremely hardworking and determined. Over the course of college, I have about 6 internships at some of the biggest media companies, as well as some fashion ones as well. And in those environments, there really weren't a lot of women that looked like me, a lot of people who thought like me. And with She's Represented, I'm creating that safe space for women in corporate America and women who want to be in corporate America, to create that space for us to network, to have a place where we can really shell out what we're going through and find different ways to troubleshoot it. And throughout my reign, I will be having lives as well as networking sessions over Zoom where young women and also career professionals can work and connect with others.
Yeah. So some of the things that you have to do during your reign, that's one of them. What are some of the other things?
Yes, of course. So one of the big things is right now I am preparing for the Miss Intercontinental pageant, which is going to be overseas. The dates and location have not been announced yet, but I'm fastly approaching that. So I am working really hard to prepare. But other than that, one of the big things I'm really grateful of is that Miss Intercontinental USA is a great title and a great organization where I can really share what the power of beauty is, and that not necessarily is only physical, but it's emotional and also intelligence as well. And by reaching out to little girls that look like me, who don't look like me, to show them that if you work hard enough, you can make your dreams happen.
Yeah. And what are some of the other things that you tell them when you meet up with little girls or people who want to get involved in pageantry?
Of course. One of the first things I tell them is you have to get to work. Pageantry, a lot of people see the end result. You see the gorgeous girl in a gown who can eloquently answer questions on stage. You don't see the months and sometimes even years of preparation, the many amounts of letdowns that you have competing in pageantry. So I really take that time to tell them to get to know yourself and get to know what you want from your life, because pageantry can really help you grow. I know I wouldn't be the woman I am today without pageantry. And I encourage all women and girls, if you need that self-confidence boost, if you want to meet amazing girls who are like-minded, or if you just want to try something new, to go at it.
Yeah. I used to host the Hal Jackson's Talented Teens competition. And I think they dealt with girls ages, 12 to 17 or something like that. But yeah, we should go to different places, different islands and everything. And you can see all the hard work and dedication that it takes to get involved in a competition. I mean, you got family, you got chaperones traveling with you, you got people, you got the makeup people, you got the whole team moving together in the same direction for a common cause to help you look your best and help you to be your best within this pageantry. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a village. It takes a village.
Yeah. So what are some of the challenges that for people that don't know, there are a lot of challenges involved in trying to get all of this on the same page. Talk about that for a second.
Of course. I mean, pageantry is a sport. People might not think about it like that, but it is. And with that, it comes a lot of hard work and tears. You're making sure your nutrition's on point, and not because you want to look a certain way, but because you want to feel your best when you get on the stage. You have to truly, truly, really dig deep down and learn who you are. that was probably one of the biggest ways that pageantry helped me, is when I was going through those big transition moments of going to college or graduating college.
Yeah.
I had a clear understanding of who I was, because pageantry forces you to really dig deep into yourself and learn how to present yourself and how you want your life to go. And because of that, it can be very emotionally tolling and taxing, but the benefit really outweighs any type of strife that you have in preparation. And of course, financially, sometimes it cannot be accessible to all people because of how much you have to pour into it. But it's really great that pageantry is something that helps your community, so your community often is willing to sponsor you and help you get into it that way.
How do you make it all work? How do you put all of these things together and make what you do work?
Definitely calendar blocking. I also am neurodiverse, so sometimes I can have some difficulties here and there trying to really manage my time, but I like to do it down every week and really work with okay, I have this here, I have work from 9 to 6, where can I fit something in after work, before work, just to really make it happen, because this is my dream and this is my passion. And when you are really care about something, you find ways to make things work and stay healthy and get enough rest.
Yeah. Do you intend to keep the modeling going also?
Yeah, of course. I love modeling. It's something that pageantry actually connected with me, modeling professionally since I was 16. And it's a passion just like pageantry. So I plan to continue both, especially after the Intercontinental.
Yeah. Any events coming up that we should know about, that we should buy tickets to?
Nothing to buy tickets to yet, but I really would love if you go on Miss Intercontinental USA on Instagram, and also my personal Instagram, Amber Summer XL, where I'll be posting about all my appearances, any events that I'm having, which she's represented, and of course, live stream links if you want to support and watch me at Miss Intercontinental later this year.
Amber, where can people follow you?
Yeah, of course. You can follow me on my pageant page at Real Miss Intercontinental USA, or on my personal page, Amber Summer XL. I definitely post a lot more content on the first Instagram account that I mentioned, but you can see everything from work to the appearances to and the community. So I would love that support.
Amber, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Continue to make us proud. Make us proud.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Amber Colbert, and she's the Miss Intercontinental USA 2023. Beautiful person. We love you. Thank you for coming on, and we'll see you soon again, okay? We're following you. All right. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. We want to thank our guests for joining us, you, our viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. Thanks for checking out BronxNet TV for continued coverage. And we want to thank you for letting us share in this space and time with you. You can join our host, Keeping Arlene, Darren Jaime, and Rena Valentine for all new episodes of Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day. And I'll catch you another day, another way. For all of us here at BronxNet, we love you all. Peace.